Guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's 5:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. And I'm going to talk briefly. I just want to reiterate and go over. I talked about statues in the last video, and I want to expand to just a short video just to talk about that a little more exact. All right, let's talk about taking down the Columbus statues and the Confederacy. People have problems with that. People complain that we should leave them up because it's part of our history and we should remember it. Here's the thing. We erect these statues and these monuments to commemorate the good, to commemorate the triumph of good over evil. As an example, to commemorate a moment of bravery, a time of courageousness. And more than that, too, for future generations. That's why these monuments are made out of these metal and concrete and carved in stone, so they will last for eons. So future generations will see the greatness that we achieved, the triumph of good over evil, to show the basic things that we fought for, that we believed in, and set an example so we remember the good, to fight for the good, the reason for this country, the reason all these people died in World War II, World War I, the Civil War, etc., etc. It's to commemorate the good. It's to show an example of the best of us, to set an example so we remember the best of who we are and what we're about. It doesn't commemorate the enemies, the losers, the people that had the wrong concept. That's not what these monuments are to. Columbus. We could argue all day about how you can't discover a land. You can't discover a land where the people are actually watching you come and discover it. We'll skip right over that. But let's talk about the millions and millions of Native American people that were here that were wiped out due to disease, to enslaved, just slaughtered. Not even considered human beings. Millions of human beings that were the original Americans. Millions of them slaughtered and killed. Columbus being the first one to bring that here. Should that be commemorated? Would we like to see that happen again? Is that something we should really be proud of? As being part Native American, I don't think I need to answer that question. I understand if Italian Americans might be proud of Christopher Columbus, of his courageousness to sail out to where the unknown. The fact was he was lost and he stumbled into America ass backwards. So you want to be proud, build your own statue to him. All right, on to the Confederacy. People complain because they want to remember their history, so they don't. It's so convenient. They pull this argument out right now, so they don't repeat it. Again, we erect these monuments for the triumph of good over evil, for the valiant way that Americans fought and died for the true meaning of this country. And basically the Confederacy, it was over slavery. And again, I'm not going to get into no philosophical debate right now over slavery, but it was wrong. You don't treat another human being as less than. This country was founded on all men are created equal. All men are created equal. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All men are created equal. That's black men, brown men, Spanish men, red men, women, children, all equal. People aren't savages. That's one of the most degrading things you could ever say to another human being. To make somebody less than, that their life counts less than. So these statues are to commemorate the victory of good, the triumph of good over evil. That's the part of history we want to show. We don't want to commemorating the evil that was overcome, to commemorate the wrong that was being committed. I don't see any good in that. It doesn't make any sense. So those are my thoughts on the statues. Think about it before you start arguing about these statues staying up. Think about what they represent, what they really represent, what that person was fighting for. General E. Lee. What was he fighting for? For slavery? For the South? What was slavery? Do we really want to commemorate that? No. All right. You guys have a good Tuesday.